Everyone, my name is Shaylee. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I feel like today's viewers, or this video's viewers, are going to be a very niche audience because Clomid is very specific to people who are struggling with infertility, obviously, but I just wanted to be out there for someone who needs this video. If you are new around here, I usually do vlogs, beauty videos. I do actually have an infertility playlist because this is something I've been going through for probably 7 years ago. I started trying to conceive. So I do have a baby girl. She's just over 2. So it took us about 3.5 years to get her. And we have been trying since last spring to make another baby, and it hasn't been working out. And so because I had to use Clomid for my first baby, my doctor put me on it a little bit earlier than you would typically start doing Clomid. To my understanding, if you had been trying for about a year and you're under 35, that's when they would start you. I was only about 7 months of trying, and then my doctor let me start it because I only have one ovary. I already had to use Clomid previously, so she let me get going a little bit sooner on that. There's so much to catch up on. I have a whole infertility journey video if you would like to watch that. Like I said, I will link that playlist below. I just basically want to get on here and say, if you want to catch up with my personal journey, it'll be linked below. If you don't care about that and you just want to see about Clomid, I'll put a time marker where the video actually starts. I want to say what Clomid is in case you're coming upon this video and you're not quite sure, you're just early on in your fertility journey. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, but to my understanding, it is a fertility drug that you take 5 days. It's 5 pills, and you start it either on day 3 or 5 of your cycle. I, in this time, am taking it on day 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. It stimulates your follicles and makes you drop more eggs, so you have a higher chance of getting pregnant. But with that, it also brings some crazy side effects. So that's what I vlogged in this video. I just want to say, if you are here, I'm so happy. I'm so happy you're here, because obviously I don't want you to have to take Clomid. I wish everyone was just getting pregnant when they wanted to, but I'm glad we're here together on this journey instead of apart on this journey. It's great to not feel alone. I hope this video brings you peace, inspiration, information, help, anything, support. I hope it just brings you something you need and is helpful in some way. So let's just get going with the video.
Covering my address, but do you see the name there? I took this to get my baby girl Golden, and it's interesting because today is the 9th and she was born on the 9th. Good morning. 6:30 in the morning on the next day from the day I took the first pill. I need more coffee, but I'm like, oh, I'm starting to have a hot flash. This is what they feel like. I remember. It's all up in the back of my hair. Not bad. It's just oh, I feel warm. If you press me, I'm tacky, Obviously, I'm sick. So I took a NyQuil last night and I slept like a baby. No wild dreams or anything. I remember last time I took Clomid, sometimes I would have weird dreams. Obviously, it's only day 1, morning 1. But no weird dreams last night. I look so beautiful right now. I can't even stand it. Night 2, I feel is this going to be the most boring vlog ever? I had no other symptoms I can think of today. Or I'm sorry, side effects, if you feel anything. I need to Google them, but from memory, I just remember being moody. It was almost like period symptoms, but intensified. And I don't feel I felt like that at all today. Just that little hot flash. So anyways, night 2. I think taking them at night very much helps because you're sleeping when they're first getting into your body.
Hello, I look crazy. I just got home from visiting my grandma and I had makeup on from this morning, which was probably a waste to have even done my makeup, but sometimes it just makes you feel better. I'm just resting, honestly, because I've been sick for a week. I'm doing a whole reset vlog about just trying to start the new year off, even though it's slow, starting it well and positive. And it's crazy because I feel I'm starting so many new things all at the same time that sometimes it's a little hard to know what to attribute the symptoms to. So for example, I'm starting a new gut health repair series of supplements that I'm doing for 8 weeks. I am sick. And then I'm doing Clomid. So it's just I just got over my period. So all 3 of those things, or 4 of those things, whatever, it's just kind of whoa, a lot is happening to my body all at once. But I just wanted to take a minute. It is Clomid day 3 tonight. When I take my Clomid, will be the 3rd day. It's been years since I took it previously, but I definitely know that I'm barely feeling any symptoms. Like I said, a lot else is going on from what I can tell. I woke up kind of in a pissy mood. That's my one thing I was going to say about today that I've noticed is just, and again, that could be because I'm sick. I feel I'm rambling right now, but the point of it is I'm just trying to give full
transparency that like it's not like everything in my life is the same and I did Clomid. Like I'm sick, I'm tired, we just got over the holidays, my period just ended, like all this is going into it. So I could have just woken up in a pissy mood because I just woke up in a pissy mood. I haven't been waking up like that, so I would think it's the Clomid, just like a little hormonal or something. You know, I woke up and I had to have a talk, like a self-talk moment with myself, like, girl, it's a good day. Yeah, you don't feel good, but you are so much better off than you were like 5 days ago. You're on the up and up, you're getting better. You get to go visit your Grammy today, then you get to work out, your daughter's in daycare, you can rest in between. So, you know, I think when you're taking those kinds of drugs, you just have to be mindful if you catch yourself being in that kind of a mindset, or if you find yourself snapping at people around you, it's like, maybe it's not really how you feel, maybe it's the Clomid talking, or the Clomid feelings inside of you. So anyways, that's how I've been feeling. But yeah, night 4. Uh-oh, I got no water. I feel surprised because I don't feel like I've been experiencing many symptoms. I definitely feel bloaty, which I haven't been feeling bloaty because I've been eating gluten-free and just eating really well this new year. And so to still feel like I felt like I was feeling not bloated, and then the Clomid, I felt bloated again. So I think that's like a main thing, but it's really not bad. And yes, I'm getting sink water. We are on a well, so it's actually like really good water. But anyway, yeah, I think just being sick, that's been my focus this week. So I don't even feel like I've had hot flashes today at all. Just that very first day I had that morning one. So I guess that's a great thing. I did take an ovulation test that I just remembered I need to take a picture of. So I was supposed to start testing yesterday, I believe, and I forgot. As you can see, like this just means I'm not having any LH surge at all yet. So keeping an eye on that. Now that it's like cycle day 8 or something, it's all in my phone. I have it in my phone. I'm just trying to I'm feeling relaxed about all of this time. It's a much different feeling than the first time because I know I can get pregnant, where before I didn't know if I could get pregnant. Yeah, I'm feeling good, feeling great. Just gonna take day 5 tomorrow and start doing the stuff to make a baby, and yeah, keep vlogging. I accidentally broke my pill into like 3 pieces, breaking it out of the packaging. This is day 5. It's cycle day 9 for me, and it's like the teeny tiniest line right there. Traditionally, like I usually ovulate around day 13. I'm a later ovulator, I think. I look so beautiful right now. I feel like I said that last time I checked in. Maybe it was a time or 2 ago. This is what Danny gets. I'm just kidding. Anyway, my tummy, like my lower stomach area, it feels like I have period cramps, like pretty bad. It's weird because I was like, oh, maybe I'm like ovulating and having a peak ovulation, and I'm feeling kind of like in a depressing mood. I don't know. It's weird. I feel like I've been so happy the last few months. I was recently sick. I'm still kind of sick. I literally have a cough drop because my throat is bothering me and I can't stop coughing. I'm just like getting worn out and tired, I think, from the long-term effects of like being sick a little bit and then being on Clomid. And I'm also taking some like gut health repairing supplements and stuff. So I just feel like my little body is like going through a lot right now, but all good things. It's cycle day 12 for me. In November, I ovulated my peak on day 10. December, it was day 13. I'm kind of in between the 2 right now, and it's just showing really low ovulation on my testing. So staying positive, because at first I was like, what in the world? Like, why am I not ovulating? I was expecting to get like a really high peak ovulation this month. I was like kind of surprised by the cramps, considering it's showing low ovulation, because I thought that would be like the relationship. Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. So today I have my calendar out because I'm so visual. I haven't been on Clomid. Let's see, today is the 24th. I haven't been on Clomid since Saturday the 13th. I started it the 9th of January. I took it Tuesday through Saturday. All last week happened, and now it's Wednesday the following week. So I'm finally getting back on here to kind of recap what happened since my last check-in on the 16th. I wish I would have gotten on here last week when I was up in all my feels, but I probably would have been crying. Last week I felt
horrible crying, having horrible thoughts, literally just wanted to crawl into bed. And like, thank God for my husband, because he just kept reminding me, like, this is the medicine, this is the medicine. And I think it even said earlier in this vlog a couple weeks ago, but in this vlog, like a couple check-ins ago, about like needing to be mentally aware of when you're maybe like snapping at your husband or your boyfriend or whoever, or your sister, your mom, whoever, you know, like we take it out on those that we love the most sometimes when we're feeling emotional. And I caught myself doing that with my husband, like feeling a little irritable, but I knew it was the Clomid when it was irritability. I was like, whoa, I would not normally, I don't know why I'm snapping at you. I'm sorry. Like I literally caught myself in that moment. When I was in a depressy feel last week, I like mentally knew it was the Clomid, but I feel like maybe it's just me. I don't know. Tell me below. I always say there's like two Shayleys, right? There's the Shayley feeling the emotion, and then there's the Shayley that like can pull myself out of myself and give myself advice. And I try to do it as if I was talking to a friend. So like if this was my friend, like what would I say to her, you know? And it kind of makes you validate your feelings. So that, because we can tend to be our own worst critic and think we're not allowed to feel how we feel and all these things. So that's something I really try to practice. And it was really hard for me last week. I think when I'm depressed, it's hard for me to see outside of it. There's one dog, here comes another. So yeah, like that's the reason I didn't physically get on my phone and vlog, because I was not feeling like even doing everyday tasks. It was bad. And it was kind of weird because I thought like, wow, I'm really getting through these symptoms or side effects. I keep interchanging those words. So I think it's more of a side effect, obviously, of the Clomid. I kept just feeling like, wow, I'm not really feeling much. Like, how lucky am I? Like, I must do well on this medication. I'm doing great, you know? And like I said before, the last time I took this was so long ago that I don't really have recent memories of it, you know? And so just all of a sudden, it was like it came on that 16th, the night of the 16th, Tuesday, and then that whole rest of last week, I was just like having to pull it together and not cry. Like I just felt so sad and depressed, and having thoughts of like, what if I wasn't here? What would happen to everybody? Like who would take care of Golden? Like I know I'm saying this kind of like bluntly and quickly, but it's because I don't want to get emotional. I'm feeling world's different now. By Saturday, I started being like, okay, and I just felt so nauseous too, guys. I threw up. And like I've said in this vlog 100 times, I'm doing other stuff. Like I was doing gluten-free, I'm doing gut health rebuilding. And so maybe that's some other advice I'm gathering from this is like Clomid, I think because it was so long ago and I feel like I've given birth, I've been a mom, like I can do anything. I just felt like, oh, no big deal, just add Clomid in the mix. But I'm learning like it's a really big deal. And I just am kind of shocked by my physical reaction last week, both mentally and physically. Like I just thought, oh, I'm trucking along, nothing's happening, like I'm handling this great. And then to just feel nauseous and sick and emotional and just horribly depressed and crying and having so much negative self-doubting thoughts. It just felt like, oh my God, I really pray I'm just pregnant and I don't have to do this a second time or a third time. You know, I did it 4 rounds with Golden, and I am so freaking glad I feel back to normal this week and feel happy. And I don't want to end this vlog on a negative note. I really want it to be a positive thing. Like, how blessed are we? You know, you and I, if you're taking Clomid or about to start taking Clomid, like it's a blessing that there is this medicine that can help us get pregnant, you know? I don't want to be so negative about it, but man, I felt like shit last week, and I'm just so grateful that I feel back to myself this week. Hey everyone, if you can hear my family downstairs, there's a football game on. I am editing this video and I realized I never showed you that I did end up ovulating. It was on day 14. So I think because I started Clomid day 5, it pushed my ovulation later, which I knew was a possibility, but I was feeling discouraged when my ovulation wasn't coming when I was having all those cramps. So if you took yours at day 5, keep hanging on. So yeah, let me show you real quick. Sorry, my screen is so dirty, but yeah, I have to show you on my computer. So here's all my testing and stuff. So you could see day 15. I'll link the tests that I use down below. They're actually super affordable. But do you see how I was like, I'm not ovulating. What's going on? The line is so faint. And then all of a sudden I got this really strong line and a high ovulation 1.55 TC ratio. So I think the highest I'd gotten naturally on my own, which it's kind of cut off up here, but I remember it was 0.83. So obviously the Clomid made me have a way higher ovulation spike or LH surge. So yeah, I hope this video, I mean, I think I'm about 4 days away from my period right now. To be honest, who knows what's going to happen, but I feel like because I was sick, because I was doing all the gut health stuff, which we have since, me and the registered dietitian that's helping me out with all of that have done, well, she's done more research, and I was taking like pills with charcoal in them to help with my stomach and all this other stuff, and it doesn't help the Clomid. Like it kind of counteracts, like lessens the effectiveness, I guess. So she no longer has me taking that. And so I just want to say all of this. I know it's kind of a lot of information, but I would guess I am not pregnant just because I feel like my body was so stressed out. I was trying gluten-free, and then I felt so nauseous from the Clomid that I ate gluten, and then I felt sick from eating the gluten because I think I'm a little gluten sensitive. Like there's a lot of shit happening with me. So anyways, we will obviously see. But as of right now, I don't feel pregnant, and I'm feeling much better emotionally. So I'm like, I can handle more. I can do this. It felt so bad that 1 week. I remember recapping it a couple days ago and just feeling like, oh my God, I don't want to do that again. And I don't, but I'm back to a good headspace. And I know that it's all for the better. I want another baby. I want my daughter to have a sibling. We're so blessed that we can take a medicine to help us ovulate. I'm so blessed that Clomid has worked for me before. So feeling very positive about moving forward and excited about sharing this with you. And I know this community is just so supportive and loving and uplifting. And so I'm glad to have a video to contribute to it. And I'm just kind of an open book. So if you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. Other than that, I will obviously keep you posted with Clomid round 2. I plan to do this again, unless of course I don't have to do a Clomid round 2, which is the ultimate goal. But I'll be back if I am going to be back.